I'm probably going to take more than one video of the large lot that I got. I'm probably going to take one more video of the small lot that I got that I showed you earlier, but the large lot, I just finished. They haven't been washed yet, but I wanted to sort out all the non-Lego from the Lego. And and there are quite a number of classic space sets in there that I'm going to be able to build. I'm not saying the entire lot is classic space, because of course it's not, but most of it is classic space. And a Blacktron, which I sometimes classify as classic space. So I'm going to try to build all the sets in there, and I counted at least 7, so I'm going to see what I get and see how accurate I am on that. But in the end, I mentioned in the small lot video that we just got the other day that the pieces were not quote-unquote mint, but as close to mint as I've seen in a long time for the era of 1970s, mid-70s to late 70s. These were not as good, but better than most of the lots that I received recently. There are some dented and dinged plates in here. There's a little bit of white fading, a little bit. So these were not nearly as mint as the other ones. But what I am impressed with is the trans yellow canopies are scratchless. Like, look at that. I can guarantee none of my canopies lasted that long in that good a condition. So I'm pretty impressed with the trans pieces in here. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to be having fun building the 6980. I can guarantee that's in here. I do know already that I have to get a few pieces because, like, there's the base of the lab, but there's no top of the lab, so I'm gonna have to grab that piece out of my collection already. And if I should be able to build the entire 6890, I'll have to test that. But this is the box that was taken out, and it's a shoebox, and it's, I would say, between a third and a half full of Mega Block. So there was quite a bit of Mega Block, and I think besides the classic space and maybe one basic set that came with the tree and some 2x4 trans clear and a few other, red bricks and stuff and red slopes. I think that was just a basic building set from the mid 70s, because they're all large walled, thick walled. So, but the rest of it is classic space. So I'm gonna have a really good time with that. But there was a ton of Mega Block in there. But still well worth $50, straight up, still well worth $50. And again, I have to figure out what the base plate's for, but I will do that at some point. But I also wanted to show you this. So this is the one piece that I noticed that did not make it at all, and that's just sad. But there was a lot of other trans red antennas in there that are very, very good condition. So it's one of those things where you wonder, it's like, here's one of the red. It's in very good condition. So you wonder why this one piece got massacred and the rest of them didn't. Because usually when you see something like this, you're going to find a lot more pieces that are massacred, or a little bit less massacred, but massacred nonetheless, like that. The other thing I found when I was sorting through this, and I brought this up before, I found the other 4 spokes, and the other half of this, and there's somewhere in this thing here. So I can probably maybe glue that back together somehow. I'll get online. The other thing I wanted to show you though was look how mint those logos are. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. And I did a video the other month. Yes, I can build another cruiser. For whatever reason, I don't know if I didn't look too closely to see if I could find the other 2x3 with the police printed on it. And the one last thing I wanted to talk about this is that if I kept every Monopoly hotel and house out of these used collections over the years, I would have enough for at least 10 plus Monopoly sets, because it's amazing every single time, almost every single time that I get a used lot, there's Monopoly houses in it and hotels. The other thing is, of course, pegs for Battleship. So this was not at all a shock that I got those in here. The other is Connects, tons of Connects. I didn't have any Connects at this time, But again, if I kept all the connects over the years, over the 20 plus years of me collecting used lots off of, well, not just Facebook, but whatever, I would have had a massively huge connects collection, massively huge connects collection, and a mega block. So I'm going to go off on this quick tangent, and it's related. So I used to collect, well, obviously, I've told you the stories about me getting used lots from Facebook Marketplace and Kijijis, and never Craigslist. I don't think I ever got one off of Craigslist. I may have, I can't remember, but I don't have any good recollection of me getting any lots off of Craigslist. But Kijiji for a while was my go-to, and that's got to be, well, Josh is 12, so it's before Josh. So about 15 years ago, I was with Sandy. But I used to get some really good lots off of Kijiji, and that's well diminished now. Kijiji, I rarely go on it now. It's few and far between me getting on Kijiji to find lots. Right now, basically, it is Facebook Marketplace, because it's just convenient. I log into Facebook and I hit Marketplace. So almost every morning, and that's why I found this lot this morning. But what happened was I used to, and obviously Value Village sells, are a local thrift shop, and flea markets and garage sales. Again, less frequent now than they used to be with the Lego. You have to get there first thing in the morning before everybody else, because it'll go quicker than anything else. So I haven't found too much Lego at on garage sales. Thrift stores, as I've mentioned, and my friend Dave is kind of, I won't say envious, but doesn't seem to understand how the local thrift shop here always seems to have Lego. Now, I will go off on another tangent of this tangent. The last 2 or 3 times that Sandy and I've been to our little Value Village down the street, there's been 0 Lego, not even a box, not even a container, not even a whatever. So that's kind of sad. They've had alternate bricks, clone bricks, but not one piece of Lego. So, maybe it dried up a little bit. But we'll keep on going. But anyway, so I used to get all these used collections from all these various sources. And I would sort the Lego from the non-Lego. And I would put the non-Lego in a box. And when that box got full, I would take it to the thrift store and get a certificate. So the 20% off coupons, I would get a coupon for buying stuff out of there. But years ago, 15, 20 years ago, we didn't do that too many times. What happened was that I would have a box full of non-Lego looking just like this, except to be a big cardboard box. And when I bought Lego on Kijiji, I would put that box on Kijiji saying, here's a box of non-Lego, 100% non-Lego. It's Mega Block and all the other ones back then. And I'm asking $40, $50 for it. Like, it'd be a big cardboard box just to get it out of the house. And people would actually buy it, because some people are not AFLs. They just like any kind of building brick, toy building brick. And they would just take the box of non-Lego off my hands, and I'd make $50. So I remember that. And lately we don't do that anymore. One of the reasons is we just take this because we hit Value Village at least once a week. we finish dinner and we have, hey, let's go check out Value Village, or go for a drive and hit Value Village. And so we'll take that and we'll get a 20% off coupon for our next buy. And again, overall, sometimes they have Lego there. And or Hardy Boys books, either way. Either way I'm good. But as I said, back in the day, I used to put all the old bins of non-Lego on Kijiji, and we would make some money on that. I just can't be bothered now. I'd rather just spend the time with Lego, and so now I have to wash that one. That's from the large lot, which is now, I guess when you look at it, I'll put that there. And this is the small lot that we got. Right now, the small lot is bigger than the large lot of Lego, because of course I removed all that. So this was the small lot, and this was the large lot. Now this is more, than this is less. I am going to wash them separately, because This has maybe 1 or 2 classic space sets in it, and this is basically all classic space sets in it. So I'm going to wash these things separately, and it'll just make my sorting afterwards easier. And I don't want to, have everything piled into the sink at the same time. So I'm going to wash one first, lay it out on the towel in the basement to let it dry overnight, and maybe make some more videos tomorrow. I don't know which one I'm going to watch first. I'll probably just watch this one first because it's only got 1 or 2 classic space sets in it, and I'll take care of that really quick, and then I'll have more fun over the next couple of weeks with this guy, because I do want to build at least the 2 or 3 biggest sets that I have in there that I know of, the Batrax, obviously, and the 6980. I want to get my hands going on building those 2, to see how many pieces I'll have to grab out of my collection. And that's about it. So this is the addendum to the large Lego build, and I'm pretty happy. So this was $50 and this was $30, so a grand total of $80 for these 2 bins. And I'm probably going to get 10 plus classic space sets out of here. If it gets to the point where it's just going to be bringing too many parts out of my collection to finish or complete the classic space sets, then I'll just roll them into the collection. And that's also good enough for me, because then I have spare classic space parts. So, and as I said before, I don't know if I'm going to start replacing, like, again, I have a bin of 2x4 yellows already full in there, the shoebox. But these are really, not mint, but close to mint. I don't know if I'm going to replace some of my older, scratchier looking 2x4s with these guys. I'm not sure yet. But they will not fit into the bin. And I do have a big tote of brick that's already full. So that'll be my 4th full tote of basic brick that I've taken out of my room. 3 of them are already with Jeff for his castles and stuff, but I now have a 4th one that's full, so I'm going to start a 5th one because I do not want to waste storage space in that room, having repetitive bins full of 2x2 bricks and 2x3 bricks and 2x4 bricks. I think 1 bin is sufficient, and you can see, well, I'm just going to point it out. So those are plates, and then you got the bricks over there. I think 1 shoebox full of 2x4 bricks per color is perfectly fine, instead of having, like I said, with red at one point, I would have had 4 or 5 of those shoe boxes minimum full of just 2x4 red bricks. And I think that's a complete waste of space on my shelves. So those just got dumped into those big, large totes that Jeff has 3. I have 1 more here. I'm going to start another one tomorrow after these things dry from being washed. And we're going to go from there. So, there you go. I don't think I need to say anything else. It's past my bedtime. I'm going to go to bed now. So I want everybody to stay safe. I want everybody to take care. And I just know that I do appreciate everybody who watches these videos. I think I know each and every one of you. You're a close friend. I'm not doing this to get famous on YouTube. Let's go off on a quick tangent on that. I've been watching a lot of YouTube streams where people say, hey, this is how you get more followers and more subscribers and blah, blah, blah. And you get Patreons and you get whatever else. I don't need it. I need friends. I don't need friends. I want friends. I want to hang out with people. I'm not here to make money. I have a job that makes enough money for me to have this hobby. So I will never beg for subscribers. I will never beg for Patreons. I'll never beg for anything. As you can see, I can just keep on going and buying my own Lego, whether or not I have a YouTube channel or not. So it doesn't matter to me. I just like having my friends talk to me and leave me replies on my YouTube feed. And I really do appreciate every once in a while I'll get on a Teams call or whatever call, a Zoom call, a meeting with my friends. And, oh, Dave, I really liked your video. That makes me happy, because that leads into discussions about other stuff. I'm here for my friends. If you're watching these videos, you're my friend, straight up. Contact me. I'm on Facebook. Contact me. You can just contact me on YouTube. But I don't need subscribers. If you want to subscribe, absolutely. If you want to be updated as to the videos I'm putting out, go right ahead, subscribe. But I don't need to get a plaque, and there's no way I'm going to get a plaque anytime soon. I'm not interested in getting a plaque. I'm not interested in YouTube monetizing me. I like my little small corner of the internet to be very, very friendly and very close to me. So I think overall, I know every single person who watches my videos. So, and if I don't know you, that's fine. I'd love to get to know you. So drop me a line, say hi. Hope you guys are all doing well. 2022 is starting to be an okay year. Spring's around the corner. I'm going to see if I can do a show